Hi guys, welcome. Mike Newton back in the swing studio here. We're just going to have a little chat about shafts in irons. Is it steel or is it graphite? What's best suited for your particular golf game? Okay, it's sometimes a question I get asked quite a lot from a number of golfers really, club members here, also on email. I think going back maybe sort of 10, 15 years, you know, steel shafts were all heavy really. There wasn't many lightweight shafts out in those days. I think those days, it sounds like I'm talking years ago here. You know, I think dynamic gold was a very popular option. It was a stock option for probably most brands. You know, if you bought a set of irons, it would have a dynamic gold in it, unless you went through, obviously through custom fit. But there wasn't as many options those days in terms of the lighter shafts. You know, sometimes you get like what you do now. You get like your Nippons, your 850s, your Zelos Nippons. You know, some very lightweight steel shaft options here, which has helped golfers generate some speed. You know, the brands aren't daft; they're trying to squeeze speed out here. But I think it also helps for those golfers with a slightly slower swing speed, but maybe don't want that light feel of a graphite. Okay. Graphite, going back to 10, 15 years, was nowhere near as good a quality as it is nowadays. Okay, so, you know, you still get a lot of torque, a lot of twist in graphite, but obviously creates a slight less consistency than it would do with steel, but far better nowadays than it was, you know, sort of 10, 15 years ago as an option. So, I think what I'm sort of saying here is now, golf said to me, well, I'm a senior golfer, I want graphite. That isn't always the case. You know, I do get a lot of senior golfers in here who actually generate a bit of speed. You know, they've got some speed at the bottom. There's still some strong guys out there playing golf. And even sometimes in the ladies, you know, ladies, you don't always have to go to ladies flex graphite, because some of the ladies flex graphites are very light, very soft in the tip. But some ladies out there are pretty strong hitting it, so they might sort of go into more, possibly a senior flex in a graphite, or even a gent's regular graphite in ladies' length. You know, there's a lot of options out there really. So it's not always as clean cut as, oh, I'm a senior, I need graphite, or I'm a lady, I've got to have ladies' graphite. It's not always as clean cut as that really. It's definitely down more to sort of club head speed and how you can handle. But you've got to go and test these shafts. You know, some of these lightweight steel shafts are very light now, but you create a little bit more consistency. So they've still got a little bit of weight there, but a little bit more consistency over graphite. Okay, so I think if you go and find your local pro, local fitter, who's got launch monitor, who can sort of measure, and just get one particular head, and then put in a lightweight steel, a midweight steel, a heavyweight steel, and a graphite, and just sort of hit a batch of shots with each, get some numbers, and then go back to them and maybe hit 2 with the graphite, 2 with the lightweight, 2 with the midweight, 2 with the heavyweight, quickly swapping them backwards forwards. You'll start to really feel a difference between the shafts as you're interchanging them from head to head as you're going through the testing process really, and you'll definitely start to pinpoint one that you'll feel that you'll strike more consistency, and that's definitely something that I find here in the studio. You know, guys are coming in for fittings, not quite sure what they're wanting. I like to put a few different options in the hands. I don't like to tell them exactly what it is I've put in the hands, whether it's a flex, a weight, or whatever. But I just want them to hit it and get their feedback. And obviously I'm keeping a track of this on GC2 HMT in terms of a strike. Okay, so I can see which ones are striking more consistent. Obviously, generally then they're getting better results from certain options. Getting their feedback and thinking, yeah, I like that one, that feels really good. You know, I can say, yeah, in fact, you're actually striking that better than the rest of them, and your numbers are better because of that. That's the best way to sort of do this, guys. Okay, you can fine tune, spin and launch, and etc. with different kick points and shafts, but I think feel for a golfer is massive. They're going to be having it in their hands. They're the ones that are going to be swinging it. If they need to feel it, or they're feeling it, what they like, which is very personal. I can't get inside something to feel what they're feeling. You know, that is very personal. If they're liking that feel and they're striking it well, that is a huge part of it. Okay, possibly that might have just answered a few questions. If there's anybody out there just umming an hour in between steel and graphite. I've actually got a customer who rang me the other day. He's just had a back operation. He's just had a disc taken out. So he's ringing me and saying, you know, is graphite an option for me now? Obviously, when I come back, I'm not going to probably have the speed like I used to have. You know, and other guys are like that. You know, maybe with injuries, you know, the easing off through impact, the protecting an injury, the protecting a part of the body. So naturally, speed is going to get less. So possibly looking at graphite as an option to get a little bit of zip back in that bottom, something that's maybe a little bit more forgiving on the miss hits in terms of vibration of the golf club. Obviously, graphite just deadens that a little bit. You know, so again, definitely an option there. So it's very personal. It's not just an age thing. If you're senior, you've got to have graphite. If you're young lad, you've got to have extra stiff. It's not like that at all. You've got to come and test it, get fitted, and have a look at these options, and there's a lot of them, trust me. Okay, hope you found this video interesting, guys. If you know, please comment below. Are you somebody who's got an injury? Maybe youngish in age, got an injury, and you're actually using graphite because of that, or vice versa. You know, you're a senior, but you just find graphite way too light and you prefer the feel of a steel shaft. You know, comment below, let me know what you've got and let me know how you're getting on with them. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Please share the video around, please subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you all very soon for the next video.